All right, maybe make a Discord post, or I do it. What do you want?
I'll make a Discord post.
All right, welcome everyone. Marnix is today with us. He's the one holding the camera today. Yesterday, we went to the business area. Today, we're going to the indie arena. We're actually for video, so we're like double teaming it today. So today, we're going to do live stream and basically also record the video. We're going to ask a lot of indie developers topics. And yeah, we basically have an hour early access together with other creators, exhibitors, and business people to get on the show floor. Yeah, live stream tag. So we basically have access an hour earlier, and with that hour, we are going to. What do you say? Oh,
checking.
Let's double check, yeah. Because otherwise, I just ranted for nothing.
Descriptions, live at Gamescom.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to keep walking as well, or? Okay, yeah, because I think
I hear.
We're on a because at 10 the masses are allowed here, and we will just get flooded. Like if you watch the stream yesterday, you will see that the indie booth like crowded once the indie area is once everyone here basically. So now we're like
gaming studios says
yo.
Just gonna head into the first.
Oh, Jamie. But shouldn't he be working?
Yeah, he said still have open work.
Perfect. So we're like the background noise.
Can someone also say if it's better stabilized, like also?
Oh yeah, viewers, is it better stabilized today? We're using our gimbal. Marix is the camera operator for now at least. We will see if it continues. We have William here as well. You know, the camera guy from yesterday. So I hope you guys remember him. Do you know the quickest way to the area?
Go left now. Oh, go left. We have to show that.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Oh, sorry. Damn,
Let the
already
camera
a massive
catch up.
crowd.
As you can see, Hoyoverse is here.
It is great that now you don't just see people, and that's it.
Yeah.
The event is just open.
Yeah, we're early here, so we're going to use our time as best as we can.
These are this is a place where the people have money.
The Xboxes of the world.
Entire Microsoft area there.
Yeah.
It's literally just half this hall is Microsoft.
PUBG is there, cool. I don't have I been to this hall yet?
Nope.
I think so, yeah. Mostly not
THQ
quite a lot of
Nordic
things. Oh,
with Titan Quest 2.
do you know about the game?
I have played Titan Quest 1
Is it good?
decades ago. It's an old ARPG.
Straight ahead? Can we go straight ahead or where do we go?
Can we go through these doors?
I assume so.
I'm just gonna let you.
Like, I think yesterday we ended the stream around this area.
2 days ago.
2 days. Oh, I also think yesterday, no?
We drove here.
Oh no, I meant we finished the stream or we walked here to finish the
No,
stream.
that was completely different place.
Yeah.
Well,
it was
either way-
outdoors, I guess.
It was also outdoors, and you probably saw a lot of people. It's basically empty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ubisoft. Hoyoverse.
Even more. So yeah, we're still walking to the indie area for those who just joined. We're taking the scenic route, and it's if you haven't been to Gamescom yet, it's like so massive. Like you just keep on going.
Get killed our
Ads. I mean that would be kind of cool. I don't know if it's a good return on investment, but it sounds fun. The Hoyoverse. Like the booths here are really pretty. For like the ones that spend big bucks, of course.
Yeah, they have the big bucks to do this.
You want
we
to
don't
go there?
yet.
That's also scenic, I guess. It's better than
left
this, yeah.
here.
So yeah. Zenless Zone 0. Really?
It doesn't surprise me.
Marnix.
It's from Hoyoverse.
Beautiful castle.
courses.
How much do you think this costs?
These are hundreds of thousands, probably $500,000
Ah.
plus.
A case with an anime wife on it. Just what the entire wall wants.
You can see Civilization 7 here. It's literally just like you go into a booth,
Oh, that's really cool.
they show the game, and then that's it.
That's massive.
It's the production value is much higher for there.
yeah.
Set
So it's just
pieces.
straight ahead still? One day we will arrive at where we want to be, the Indie Games Arena.
I don't know about that place. It looks a bit.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's here? There? Sure.
Then get back to the main hall. Here it ends.
It's cool. Setup for like. It's yeah. They spent quite a big bucks, I think.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Goku yet,
I have no idea.
everyone is keeping up.
Guys, what I meant is we had to go up there, but
Oh, you want to go back there?
you're doing great. You're doing great.
I
No,
thought we just go there.
we can go through that way. But
And
Okay.
then try and find
Can
stairs.
they hear you, by the way,
No,
using
they
the
can't.
mic from the phone?
it's just you two.
Okay. So Marnix is yapping like always, but you just don't hear him. So how do you guys like the silence? Like the peace of mind of not hearing Marnix all the time?
We have 20 viewers, so they don't like it. They don't.
I mean, you say they don't like it, but
Is
like
that
if you
Squid
watch
Game?
the stats, it always started slow and it rose over time.
Guys, like it's 3 a.m. Why is the sun out? Shout out to the Americans.
Is it really 3 a.m. in America?
Give or take.
Damn. So why are we streaming now then?
Yeah, because we're just
Where
doing
the
it
hell
for
are we?
for-
I've
Squid
never
Game
been here.
Unleashed.
This is the merch
this-
area. Now we go that way and we go up.
All right. I mean, Crab Game was probably superior. Just saying.
Ah, yeah, the red rocket from Fallout is here.
What?
The red rocket, like a Fallout stand.
Talk in the mic. Don't point with the mic.
It's yeah.
So,
I'm
yeah.
not used to you having a mic.
Did you buy merch yet?
Nope.
Or are you going to?
Nope.
What did Jamie buy?
Nope. Red Bull.
That is the merch he bought.
He bought a Red Bull.
He knows he could have just gotten it for free.
That's
He
such
bought a
Jamie
Red
thing
Bull.
to do. That's such a Jamie thing to do. Wait, Assassin's Creed with cats?
Meow.
Why?
Man.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It probably
Did you know?
isn't. It probably like.
But they have like the
Off-brand.
actual. They actually have the normal brand, so I assume it's licensed.
It's 2 in the morning
honestly,
for
it doesn't
someone else's
surprise.
stuff. I feel like the Americans are like extending their sleep, like getting rid of their sleep. to be,
But the good thing is you get quality
Good.
content. You get Marnix holding a camera. I'm the fake white shirt guy today because I'm kind of wearing white. But of course, Marnix is irreplaceable.
Board for the viewers.
What's up, everyone? Just like and subscribe. This will be a shorter stream, so you want to enjoy it. Shout out to the guys at 3 a.m.
Yeah, we
won't do this for
probably-
more than 1.5 hours, probably.
Yeah, we need to like do a speed run to the indie area
yeah, we're doing
because
it.
Yes.
we're almost there. Trust us, guys. We've been walking for like 10 minutes. We're still at Gamescom. This is just how big the venue is.
We took the scenic route.
Yeah, I mean, it was really pretty. I haven't seen half of these halls yet. So,
You still haven't.
yeah, I mean, true. But what I mean is, like, I haven't even been here. I
Yeah.
think.
This one is like it's just merch, so it's
I
not
see in
that.
the area. We're almost there, boys.
In this, our home.
Coffee and started to record to see you guys.
So, it's down, right?
No, it's up my god.
How do you like your camera work today?
There's some issues with the gimbal. It moves very slow.
I mean, we'll just not make any rapid movements. And we're finally here.
The Indies.
What's the plan, by the way? Are you going to be the camera operator for the entire time? And is Ben going to host the video?
I can just dual wield 2 cameras.
I mean, that's also fine for me.
I think it's probably better if I can take over the camera.
You sure? I mean, you can just...
I'm not a mic guy.
You're a mic guy. I mean,
I
yeah.
prefer to watch.
That sounds really weird when you say it
I
like
know
that.
what That
So, for those who weren't here on the stream yesterday, this is the indie area. Yesterday you probably didn't see any of these booths.
you
'cause
can now
only
see.
saw- Yeah. So basically, what we're going to do here is the indie arena. It's like a lot of indies crammed all on one place. Basically, we are going to ask them to give us their top tips. So that's basically the goal of today. We already did some the past few days, but like before the big crowd is here, it's the best time to just ask people stuff. So I assume we do the setup properly now.
We can do it quick.
Are you going to actually dual wheels?
I can do a little bit, then you would have one. I mean,
I would prefer to swatch it.
Okay, William wants to
swap
swap.
them
I'll hold this
I-
for a second. You want to host?
I will host. Sure.
You also do the camera?
Wait, I can't host and do camera.
Sure you
Hey
can.
guys, now the
Selfie
stream
mode.
is finally getting good because I am here. And Thomas is also mic'd up, so Thomas can, what are you looking for?
I was thinking if I wanted to angle it, but I'm going to keep it like
Yeah, let's, so we just find some devs?
this. Yeah, so we can just start in the first
I
round.
know that is not a indie dev, so
No,
let's
okay.
see. Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, so you need to use the,
Yeah, you need to the
That-
joystick.
I can.
yeah, use rotate,
also-
because the problem is if you rotate your wrist,
Yeah.
like the camera, it moves very slowly, that's what I meant.
Yep.
But yeah, let's go and take a look in here.
Probably at the ones at the side is a great place.
Yeah, the ones at the side, the ones that are kind of
Yep,
not
maybe
that busy. Do you have time for a second? Oh, you're a publisher? Can I ask you a quick question? Yeah, so we're game development YouTubers. We're live right now as well.
Okay.
So you work publishing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I have a question for you. We are indie game devs as well. We make videos about indie game dev, and you've heard us of, hey, it's the worst time possible to start being an indie right now. What do you think about it? Because you probably see more than ever. Do you think that, hey, it is getting rougher for indies? How do you see the current industry and maybe how it changes in the next 1-2 years?
It's maybe hard to get a lot if you're able to make your game, produce your game. Then, yeah, you're coming in at a time when a lot of people have maybe tried to step away or given up. So, yeah, but it is difficult to get funding at the moment. There's a lot less funding.
Do you think it's been like this bad in the last 10 years, or do you think this is like, for the current stage of indie game development, this is like getting one of the worst parts, basically?
Yeah, I think it's like generational, right? So like we're at the end of the Switch generation, and you know, Xbox isn't so hard, and place lives a bit off. After COVID, there was a lot of money spent that probably shouldn't have been spent. So I think things will balance out. I think in a year or two, things will start to feel better again. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
All right.
Marnix, audio and video apparently breaks up a bit.
Breaks up a bit. I think that's just going to be normal in
It's
this.
the area probably.
It's the area,
A lot of
we'll see.
people.
All right.
But yeah. Why did you not record?
I realized it after some time. I was like,
You were so dumb.
William is recording. Wait, I should also record.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah.
It's developer.
Let's see. Where are you an available developer we can talk to?
Yeah.
Perfect. Can we ask you a quick question?
Yes, sure.
So you're a game developer, right?
Yes.
Or like something related to development stage. If you could go back to your younger self and like look at the mistakes that you've made along the way, and you could like yell at yourself like, "Don't do this." What would it be? What would you tell your younger self to just like get faster, get better, and not stop?
Don't plan so much. Just do. Just do. Start with small, scrappy projects. Don't care about what good. Just things out there, because it's in the end it's just practice.
Yeah.
And with practice you get better, and then you might actions as well later on.
Okay, thank you. That was the question. It was very simple. So thank you very much.
You want to decide here?
I'll move slow. Here's another developer. Let's see. Can we bother you for 1 second?
Sure. Yeah.
I have a query, I would guess. If you could go back, you'd use yourself like, hey, don't do this. You're gonna waste so much time. What would to get started back into game development and some of the mistakes you've made?
Like start earlier with like just game jams, or like doing some little projects, so yeah, get like more feeling on what it's actually like.
Don't overthink it. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's it going here?
Perfect. Who's your next target?
Choppier like audio, choppier video, choppier everything.
Audio.
Audio, yeah. Let me see, what does it say? I mean, it doesn't give any warnings on the...
It's probably just to upload, so
Maybe we're...
the control only like we use in the videos.
Yeah, so especially the part you'll see here, this is going to get edited into a video as well, if you can hear us. I want to talk to Philomena in a second if she can. We met before. She's running the Strain Phone Publishing. She does Flotan and the Wandering Village is there once. Yeah, so...
Okay.
So let's see. I know Curiosmos is from Belgian game developers as well. So maybe we can go and take a look there as well. So
Look, it's not intentional. Oh no!
it's the camera.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah. Are you one of the Belgian devs as well? Or yeah. Okay. We're also Belgian YouTuber game.
way.
Yeah. So
Actually.
do you have a moment to answer a quick question?
Oh dear, what is
I mean, we've already got the cameras rolling. But basically,
guess. Let's go.
if you're going back in time, if you could go back to when you started game development, what would be the thing that you're like, I was so dumb doing this, I should have done this better, I should have like changed these up, and it would have saved me so much time?
I should have just made Batro. That's what I would have done. I would have gone back in time and made Batro to save myself time now from playing it. Batro.
That is a unique approach. Just make good game or make
I guess
Batro.
also getting regular sleep. Like you have to stop sometimes. And having a good weekend. Don't work all the time. Get some sleep.
I will not comment on that question.
Me neither. I'm very tired.
So yeah, you still have 2.5 days more to go. Good luck.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Stop bullying them.
You're doing great.
Where are you guys from?
So we're from Belgium.
Antwerp.
Antwerp area as well, and yeah, we make videos about game development, like helping game developers, like documenting how it's going for us. Bite Me Games.
Yeah, Bite Me Games. You can find us on YouTube.
We're a small YouTube channel, 30,000 plus subs.
That's alright.
How many viewers do we have right now?
Or in English?
Oh, it's still
Dutch language or English?
all in English.
All in English.
Of course. Natuurlijk spreken we Nederlands, but Dutch is the preferred method here if you want to reach game devs. So,
Yeah,
English is the way.
I'm Australian. Oh shit, am I still on camera?
You're still on live stream.
Live stream. Hi everybody. I'm Australian.
Yeah.
Our team is Belgian,
Yeah.
Belgish, Dutch.
Yeah.
We're 4 people with a bunch of people who help out, but mostly, we're based all around Belgium.
It's do you think it's a good country, or would you prefer
Belgium's
Australia?
great. Belgium's great. I really love it. I've been there for 17 years. I've tried to leave, and I keep on coming back. So the food's great. People are lovely. Weather isn't as bad as they say.
I disagree.
Look. Belgians truly appreciate a sunny day. Like when it's sunny, everyone goes outside. You look at the sun. It's great.
Yeah.
A lot of other countries hide. I'm Australian. We hide from the sun
Yeah.
because you have too much.
I guess if you're from Australia, also there's nothing trying to kill you in Belgium. That helps.
There's a lot of beer. It does try to kill you. Cyclists, cars.
But no giant spiders.
No, giant spiders aren't so bad. So like,
It's
Belgians.
a very Australian thing to say.
But Belgians complain about the weather and spiders. Like spiders, I've got all my fingers. I do have all my toes. Look, spiders aren't so bad. I'm a fan of snakes.
Are they the problem?
Snakes are a problem. I'm terrified of snakes. Like they will like go into your house, like into your bathroom, and but there's no snakes here. We didn't bring any snakes. We've got space. We've got no snakes. Space and cute, wholesome stuff.
Yeah. We've seen it pass by. So yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. We'll keep.
Have a great Gamescom.
Yeah, you too. Good luck still.
Yeah.
You have a lot
luck.
of time left, so yeah. Let's see. Who else can we find someone else
You can
to
try someone from PVKK.
bully? I'm looking for, maybe we'll see. Where are some lonely devs? There's a lonely dev over there. Sacre bleu. Oui. Can we ask you a very quick question?
You can also play the game.
Oh,
And you can wish list.
what a coincidence. So you're one of the developers or a publisher or? Okay.
I'm one of the developers.
Okay. Can I ask you a very quick question? If you could go back in time to your younger self
Yes.
and you could beat yourself of like, don't do this. Why did you do this? God damn it! What would you say to your younger self of like, hey, this is gonna help you with game development. Like, don't waste time on this or whatever.
I would say you're doing it all right. This is gonna be fine. You're doing like just do it the way I did it. Everything's gonna be fine. And also make sure to do good Twitch integration into your game.
Twitch integration. Okay, can you give maybe some examples? Is Sacre Bleu doing that or?
Well, of course, we are doing Twitch integration for Sacre Bleu so that people in the chat can modify the game live for the streamer and make it more difficult or easier to play.
Okay, I see.
And the streamer can even create his own custom command that he can make and what they do in the game and set the different bit ranges in the game. So it's
like you can monetize basically playing the game then. If you say bit ranges, it's like you donate the bits and things happen. Okay, yeah.
It's all set up in the game.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's not that many games I feel out there that do use that like integration.
I feel we're very, very unique in that sense.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time, and do stop by and play the game and remember to wish this.
Okay. Let's go and I want to talk to Winnie's Hole. I just find it a funny name.
I mean, did you look at the gameplay?
I know. Oh, you can drink your coffee first, but can we get a second of your time after that, if possible? Okay. Oh, if you want, you can drink first. Don't worry. Okay. Can we ask you a very quick question, because I assume you're one of the game developers on Winnie's Hole, or?
Technically no.
Do you work on the game?
I'm the translator.
Okay. Well, if you were to look back at how you maybe got into translating then, like when you were just starting out and you're like, hey, I want to become a professional translator, what is like a mistake you made or something that you were like, hey, I wasted some time, or did you just go straight in and everything was big success immediately?
I was scouted online by a translation agency, so I learned relatively early what to check and what to take care of.
How did you, because you still had to put yourself out there, I guess, to get scouted, right? What did you do there? Do you have like demo reels for translation services? I feel like that's not how it works.
Well, in fact, I was translating tweets mainly, like especially news tweets for gaming. And yeah, my current mentor, he found my translations. Yeah.
Okay, so put stuff out there basically is
exactly.
The way to go. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go and bump into Philomena.
Oh, you're rotating.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be. I need to move very slow. I'm sorry. How's the stream going, by the way?
34.
Any comments? Any chat messages? Anything?
Mostly about the audio that kind of did well.
It remains the same.
Old conversations.
Oh, okay.
I've also wondered whether me and Thomas have fallen asleep. Well, if I had fallen asleep, you would have noticed.
Yeah.
It's actually getting better.
It's getting better apparently. Okay, let me just like bump in here.
Hey, William, have you seen Winnie Hole? It looks fun.
Hi, Philomena, we met before at the Bell thing. Can we ask you a very, very short question?
Okay.
So you work with Stray Farm Publishing, right?
Yes.
And we often hear like, hey, there's this indie apocalypse. But if I look around here on the indie island, I feel like every year there's more and more indies. How do you see it as a publisher? Do you think the industry is doomed and will never recover? Or at what stage are we right now? Is it harder for indies? Probably. Do you think it's going to get harder or it's going to get easier again in the coming few years?
I think it's,
Yeah.
where should I face towards?
Whatever. We can make it work.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's getting harder. So our studio has been around for 8 years now, and I can kind of see where it's going a little bit, just like more and more games, which is very cool, but that also means like not more successful games, right? So there will be more studios that are maybe not gonna make it, but there will always be the ones that are. So I just really think you need to think very well about what kind of game you're going to make, because that's where most people are already taking like the wrong direction. Because sometimes you're just making something that doesn't have a broad enough appeal, I don't think it has to be like a game for everybody, but like really do your research on what genre you're going into, and that's going to save you a lot of trouble.
Do you think the bar is also raised for like what was like the minimum for okay, we can publish this like 5 years ago versus now you basically want like an almost finished, maybe not like almost finished, but like much more better polished vertical slides and things like that, whereas before you're like, hey, this looks interesting, even though it's still kind of rough, we don't already publish it. Do you think now there's more of a demand there of already going with a pretty, like not finished game, but like quality game to a publisher?
Yeah, I think so, because just like lower risk is always better, right? And we're in a pretty risky time right now. Publishers are getting a bit risk averse, but I think like if you have a good demo, usually that will get you a long way.
Okay, so have a demo when you go to publishers is basically the important one at this point.
Yeah, you're basically just trying to reduce the risk in you, right?
Yeah.
So ideally you have a very cool demo, and even better if you already have like social following or already some wish lists in. Just everything to make them feel that it's a safer bet will help you a lot.
Okay, perfect. That was it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, now the camera rotates a little bit very slowly. Let's go back that way, but I'm gonna... David? Oh, yeah, whatever.
David guy with like a new game for Gamescom. People are asking if we had seen him.
If you've seen David?
David
Welle. The name says me something. I don't know where I...
Apparently he's got a new game for Gamescom.
Well,
that's all I know.
I don't know him. Oh, there's another publisher that maybe we can bother.
You ask?
Hey, can I ask you a very quick question? So you're publishing or like working at a publisher, I guess?
Forge is a publisher.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just assisting them for the weekend.
But you know a little bit about publishing, or are you just like some guy roped in? It's like, hey, go and...
I wouldn't say I know much, but that guy pretty much, I'm pretty sure he knows much.
Okay, well then we have to go...
Invite him in and ask him the question.
Would you mind coming in? But it's a question about publishing, so that's maybe...
Question about publishing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you still.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So we're game developers and we make videos aimed at indie game developers. And we hear this like, hey, there's this indie apocalypse right now. It's never been a worse time to pitch your games. But still, there's so many games on here at Gamescom, and I feel like every time there's more and more indie games, so it's a bit of a contrast. Do you think it has gotten like truly to indie apocalypse levels, or it's just like, hey guys, you still need to make good games, and YouTubers have been selling you the dream of just pitch your game design document and you'll get money?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a apocalypse. I think there is the big noise around indie games, and there is so much game here, and as a publisher, what we're always looking for is that, to find the right game with the right story, which is, which is complete, and those games that we are looking for, because there are really great games, really good games, but the problem that not a problem, it is good but so much games around, and it's harder to find the one that we are looking for usually.
Would you say that it's the same amount of good games that are being like made as like 5 years ago, but there's just more less good games, bad games being pitched to you now as well, so it's like harder for you to find those good games?
Both. I think yes. So there are a bunch of good games, but there is also, because as mentioned, there's a big noise. There are games that not developed enough yet to be, to reach the point. There is a bunch of games there as well.
So basically, people are also just pitching too early, basically, and maybe making that harder as well.
You mentioned there are more games. The cost of game making is high, and if you have a great idea, you have to take money or funding from somewhere, and that's why there is a lot of things moving around in this area right now.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. That was it.
Is it going to be published somewhere, this video?
Yeah. So this is live right now.
Oh, it's live.
So you were live, and then there's also going to be another video. I don't know if we'll get in like the full interview, but at least like the general thoughts, because I'm asking a bunch of publishers, because it's like, hey, how to do the pitching and things like that. But it's Bite Me Games on YouTube.
Okay, we
so
will check it out.
We did a video last year where we talked with the CEO Z, also where we asked him about. Yeah, we're fine. It's
back and forth.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, we've worked with Serenity Forge in some way, I guess, before. We're not making story-based games though.
All right.
But yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So mixed responses so far. Oh, someone wants our attention. Hello. Oh.
Games publishers. Have you seen Batro?
We've seen Batro, yeah.
Some cards.
Are you from PlayStack or?
Yes.
Oh,
cool.
Okay, so you're also part of publishing then, I guess.
Yes.
Can we ask you a publishing related question? Very quickly. Oh, so we're Bite Me Games. we make videos, now it's influencer is the best way to describe it. So we make videos aimed at helping other game developers getting started. How do they, like, when should they pitch, how should they pitch, and all of that.
Oh, well, on Monday I did Ask Me Anything with indie
Oh,
developers
at DevCon, right? Yeah, I haven't been able to join that, but yeah, I with Team 17 as well.
Me and Jasper, yeah.
Yeah, I went to the Team 17 talk right before it. The thing we hear often is, hey, there's a bit of an indie apocalypse right now. Do you think that it's been like the hardest it has ever been right now to get your games funded, or do you think, well, it's a bit more dramatified, it's not that bad, just make good games? How do you see the current indie landscape for getting published?
I think it's looking great. I think we're seeing a lot more indie devs since the redundancies everywhere, which has been very sad. But there's new studios forming, and there's some great games coming out. And we've had some really good meetings. And if you have a good game, then you can find some funding.
Yeah. Maybe one question I asked the Serenity Forge people as well is, do you think the amount of like good games is also increasing, or it's like kind of the same and there's more bad games in correlation, so it's harder for you to find those like good games to publish? Because you probably get more pitches now like a few years ago, I think.
Oh, we've had more meetings this year than ever before, especially with the release of Batro.
Yeah.
And there's so much interest in us, which is great, because we love speaking with indie devs, and we love trying to help indie devs as well. If the game's not right for us, then we try and help them, match them with another publisher if we can find one for them. But yeah, I think there's lots of bad games and there's lots of good games. There always is. I don't think the percentage probably doesn't change. The amount does, because there's a lot. It's never been easier to make a game with Unity, Unreal, Game Maker. Love 2D. There's so much, and there's so many options. And what we're seeing now is we're seeing some really innovative games from some like solo devs and small teams, and it's looking good.
Maybe one final question. What is your advice for someone who is like, hey, I want to start pitching my game, but I have never pitched before? What is like your one tip of like, hey, if you go into the pitch, how do you prepare, or like what is the number one mistake you see people make when pitching their game to you?
Oh God. Unrealistic expectations. One, on the budget side, and two, what I would encourage them to do if they can is build a prototype. You don't need fancy art, you just need gameplay, because any good publisher will be able to see through the placeholder art, or will be able to see good gameplay. So if you can, make a small vertical slice or a small prototype, and then I personally, I'm happy to sit through a deck, but I really want to get my hands on the game. So seeing a good prototype and really go a long way.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Thank you, have a great game.
Yeah, you too. I will just I got some Batro cards.
I think so.
Let me see. Let me do a live unboxing on camera.
Ooh.
What are you gonna pull out of this? Thomas, can you hold the microphone for me for a second? No, let me still talk, but I need two hands. If only I had a knife now, it would have been very easy.
Like even when he's opening cards, it's like, I want to talk.
So how's chat been as well? Because we originally set out. Yeah, I think it's also they have a little slit here.
They're very happy with the third day of live streaming at Gamescom.
We weren't really planning on it until this morning. I was like, boys, here's the plan.
What he did say was, what someone says is that the advice we just got was contradicting to other advice.
I think we've gotten, we've gotten so much contradiction. I think also what he did is he talked from the perspective of the publisher, not of the game dev. It's a great time for publishing because the quality of games you get is higher. Yeah. Okay, so we just get...
Someone wants you to do a handstand.
I cannot do a handstand, I'm sorry. So we got some Joker cards. Woo.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me what I'm gonna do. Maybe you can like
are
just...
those muscles just for show, or are they used?
Only for show.
These muscles are only for my patrons. Patreon.com/BiteMeGames. Bonus videos every Monday.
Or super chats.
Yeah, but also like more flexes on Patreon is what it comes down to. So that's the way to go. What should we do next? We
can walk through that area there.
We still have time.
Yeah, we still have time. It's still very calm now. I love this. So I hear. Oh, the developer is gone. Too bad.
Fine.
Can we?
Just
no.
find someone else.
We'll find someone else.
It's a
It's a Stitch. Can we ask you a very quick question about game development? Okay, he needs to warm up still, but we're getting there. So you're a game developer, right?
Yeah, I'm just volunteer.
You're just what?
Volunteer.
Oh, a volunteer. But are you interested in game development or? No, okay, no.
Playing games.
Then never mind. Then I don't have a question for you. No problem.
Help.
It's important as well, so.
Game developers like software.
Yeah, okay. Are you a game developer?
I am a game developer.
Okay, then I can ask you a question instead.
Yeah, of course you can.
So, if you were to go back at like you starting with game development, and it's like you could yell at yourself, "Don't do this. This is a dumb thing. You're gonna waste so much time on this." What would you tell like your younger starting self if you could go back?
That's a good question. Okay, so the first game that I wanted to make, I wanted to make a really big and complicated game, not overscoping, you know. This thing of like, okay, I'm making it for the first time. It's gonna have like 20-hour story and like all these characters and like cutscenes and all that. And I was sitting on that for a year at least until I noticed like this is impossible for me. I can't do that. Yeah. And then I learned about doing game jams and doing prototypes and like actually getting things finished and doing them. And I think I would tell my younger self, put that idea in the bag, do it later. Yeah. But for now, just focus on like doing the things in a quick manner, you know.
And do you think the more important thing is here just to release something, so to say, or more just to learn the game design and fun games? Which one of those two do you think is more important when you're doing those games? Just learn to ship, or immediately looking on, hey, this is going to be a fun game?
I'm more of a developer than a publisher, so I would say make sure it's a fun game. Yeah. Make sure that it works in like. Work on it for a week, you know, see if everything works, and if it's fun even after a week, then you know you got something cool. Then you know, like, yeah, there's really something here. But also like focus on seeing everything at some point, right? Like really get to that point where you do polishing, where you do QA, where you finish it, and like don't even put it on Steam necessarily, but like put it on itch.io or something else. Like doing that whole process in like, I don't know, maybe a month or so. It's like a really valuable experience, and doing that over and over again. I think that's much better than like sitting on one project for a long time.
I think that's great advice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Who are you? I'm sorry, find you.
So we're Bite Me Games. So
cool.
We make video games, but we also run a YouTube channel with a little over 30,000 subscribers and 50-something people live right now. That is focused on, hey, helping starting indies or like mediocre level indies and all of that. Like we document everything we do. So it's like, hey, we just pitch to a publisher. These are all the mistakes we made. So we make the content basically for helping. I'm making more competition for us basically. It's a bit of the problem, but yeah.
But like more indie developers is always great, right? Yeah. Like it's not a competition. It's like a big friendly community. Everyone helps each other. Yeah. Publishing and finding a publisher, I'll be honest, it's hell. We have a publisher for our game, so we're like a bit out of trouble now, but yeah, getting funding, running behind, trying to get any scrap from anything, it's tough, I know.
Maybe with that, since you have the publisher, could you, like, how many do you think you pitched to, and how long did it take from that first meeting to getting, like, the confirmation of, hey, we're doing a deal together? Because that's something that I've heard as well, like, the amount of pitches you have to do increases, and the time between pitching and getting the, like, bag of money at the end of the road basically has also gone up. How has that been for you, if you want to share?
So, I do have to be honest here, I've only been working in the industry for 1.5 years.
That's fine.
And before that, I was studying at Hochschule Darmstadt. They have like an animation and game study course. They're really cool. They're running around here. And before that, I like did it in my free time. So I've only been with them since they already have been acquired. But I only know from stories that it was like when we first pitched the project, no one believed in it. Yeah. You know, we've been at everyone multiple times. Like, hey, do you kind of like a little financing, please? Yeah. Didn't work out. Took forever. It's you have to try again and again and again, and it's definitely the games are all cool. It's just that there's not enough money to finance everything. You know.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to watch the stream later, just look up Bite Me Games and then
awesome.
like.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for the advice.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Marnix.
Thomas.
You'll never get tired of the camera, even with the cute hat on, looking at your face, highlighting your face and saying infant. It will never. It will never give me a chuckle.
Okay.
Never.
How's stream doing, by the way, guys? Because okay, it's starting to warm up. I think this is also normal because our biggest audience is US based and it's 3 a.m. there.
Yeah, but like I also said, if you look at the stats, it's always
It takes like an hour to warm up as well.
That's why
yeah.
I think longer streams are generally better.
Yeah, but well, we're not doing that long of a stream here today.
Another question.
Oh.
Now that we've reached 1,000 on Patreon,
Uh-huh.
We are planning it.
The tier list.
Oh, so the tier list is coming out not now on Monday, but the Monday after is the current schedule. So now on Monday we'll be making, or like I'll be making one like big super video of like, hey, here is everything I learned this past week about publishers, because my God, it's been a lot. So that's going on patreon.com/bitemegames. And then the week after that, we'll be doing our probably hour plus long video where Thomas and I will sit down and we'll rant about Pirate Software, Sasquatch Bee Games, GDC, Masahiro Sakurai,
Thomas
Orange
Brush.
Pixel, Thomas Brush, Code Monkey. We're going for all of them. We'll burn them to a crisp. And we'll of course tier list ourselves. That's the good stuff.
And also he said a lot of names. Some of them are actually
Yeah,
S
some of
tier,
them
who
are
knows?
cool, but we'll see. We'll see, yeah. But okay.
It's on the.
Also, everyone has the local accent except Marnie sounds like an American.
Hey yo everyone, welcome to another episode of Shooting My Desert Eagle. We're here sponsored by the Sonoran Desert Institute.
Where are we going?
To another booth.
Yeah, but like next row or?
Oh yeah, we'll just find something. We'll just walk around. It's very nice right now here to walk around. It's not crazy yet.
Yeah, we have
can
like 15 minutes still do.
I mean, it still takes like another 10-15 minutes for them to walk here probably.
We can go over there.
We can maybe go
Or
over
also
here.
here.
There's a
Yeah,
few
sure.
people here if that's fine. So
Or?
let's see. Can we come and butt in and ask you some questions? Is that fine? So both of you are game devs on separate games, I guess, or you? Yeah, you became game dev neighbors at this point. Can I ask you? Maybe you're standing next to me. Can I ask you a little quick question about game development? If you could go back in time and look at like your starting little self, like, oh, I'm doing my first prototypes, and you could yell at yourself like, don't do this, you're making a big mistake. What would be one of the biggest mistakes that you made, like in your game dev journey, and you would like prevent if you could?
Don't overstep, and also try to make everything depending on like what other people say. Try to make your own unique game journey. Yeah. I think I would say so, because like every game is like do unique ways, and they want to reach out to be a uniquity. So yeah, that'll be my only answer. Just came up with my mind.
That's a great answer, to be honest. So can I ask you the same question as well? Wait, oh, you're not a game. But like you're just in the. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem.
No need to apologize.
Yeah, we just rammed into you. You can keep going. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Thank you.
Where do I get that?
I don't know. So it's from Crazy Games. They're at the Belgian Games booth, hall 4.1.
It's in the business area.
But they sponsored us to be here, so we got the hats from them. So we're being paid to wear the hats, although they are very cute.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take off my shirt and take the hat. To be with you guys.
But yeah, you can maybe go be like, hey, I want to develop for you, and they'll give you a hat if you ask.
Yeah, if
them.
you just ask.
They're
just give
very
you.
nice. They also have like a giant mascot that is like a giant purple thing that.
Do we get to see that later?
I think they had one yesterday running around. I don't think it'll run around here because
I think they always stay within their
business
like
area
around the booth.
Yeah.
So if you have time, you can check it out.
But yeah. But you probably also have your own game to pitch at the end of the day. So.
Well, still, I'm gonna have my free time later.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to explore later.
Yeah, you're halfway through
Thanks for the
Gamescom,
info.
so stay strong.
Thank you. More coffee.
Bye.
Let's go over there.
Maurice,
maybe?
you don't want to. There are like 4 people
yeah,
waiting
okay,
for you.
well, we're not going to be playing the game. I'm sorry, but I do want to talk to a developer.
Yes.
Okay, you are the developer from now on.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question about game development and how you got started? Basically, if you could go back to little young you,
Yes.
making your first prototypes, and you could yell at yourself, "Don't do this. This is a dumb idea." What would you tell yourself? Like, "Hey, this was a mistake I made. This is something that we should have done different."
I think what I wouldn't tell myself, don't do this and that. I would tell myself, you do this more. So I started at a very young age with like a cracked version of Photoshop. So for doing my first designs and everything, and I scrapped a whole lot of work I did back there. I did something, didn't like it, delete it, and then moved on with different stuff. And I would tell myself to do it earlier, do it more, because
scrapping earlier and more, or keep working on the same projects for more.
Keep working on the same projects for more, because oftentimes, for example, with our game right now, basically we are working on version 3 of the game already, but it's still version 1 actually. Because a lot of times work needs some time. You need to do it, have a few days off, and then go at it again. Maybe delete most of it, but keep what's good, and don't delete everything, for example. So it's all a learning process, and that's what I noticed much later in my career. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, that was it.
Thank you.
Okay.
We have a lot more developers to go through, but best of luck still. So
have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Thank
and
you
good
very
luck,
much.
because you probably have a couple of days to go.
Oh.
Here is a question. How time it is already gone?
Well, what was it?
Well, yeah, summarize it.
Gamescom isn't great for like F server boots and such, but why do publishers make them go there with boots?
Okay, maybe also, Thomas, could be an idea for if we want to do this next time. You can pull up your phone for full chat as well.
Oh.
You can.
Can you
Let's
hold this
also
real quick?
not stand
'Cause
in
the mic
the
is
middle,
right
maybe.
over my
Let's.
phone.
I can just go and we can just take a little seat
Oh.
here, and then we can talk about what was the. So I'll wait for Thomas to.
I don't know if I can properly hold it still with one hand. Though.
No, but just read the chat for me now, so I know the full question. But how's it going, by the way, William, as the camera operator?
7 people. By the way, mornings is social anxiety. I know because consumers in Australia are impacted on shape, just and has awkward look on the face.
No. So the thing is, I don't have social anxiety. I have the problem of I feel like it's rude to stare into the camera. But I know I should stare into the camera, but I also should look at the other person. And there's this conflict, and it just feels weird to talk to them and then stare at the camera. But I know that you guys prefer it when I stare into the camera, because I want eye contact with you, and that's more of the thing. And especially when there's 2 cameras, I don't know where to look. I do not have social anxiety. Guys, I have been walking around here, talking to people for 3 days, non-stop talking. I would not count that as social anxiety. Thomas, by the way.
Here's the question for the devs. Everyone says those conventions are a bad investment. What's the reasoning? They/their publisher? Why they publishers? Whatever. For having booths on Gamescom.
So it's for they, the devs, or their publisher.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
gotcha.
So it's a question that might be asked to the devs.
Like why?
Or even a publisher. Or
like
not a publisher.
why are we here? Yeah.
Why are you here?
Okay.
Yeah, basically why.
It's an interesting question.
Okay, I'll give you my first thoughts here. I think it's a bit of a relic from the past. Is maybe not the right way, but it's like this is how it used to be. This is how you had to advertise before there were streamers, before there was everything. And this was something that only publishers could do to begin with. That is my first thought. And it's kind of like, it's stuck. Because this is also something that if you're not a Bite Me viewer and I almost killed the camera.
Please don't.
And you don't know, like, hey, how do I publish my game? How do I advertise my game? It can be very easy to be like, okay, yeah, sure, there will be a lot of people here and I'll get some wish lists from it. That is one thing. I think it's kind of gotten less worth it over the years. But there used to be a time like 5-10 years ago, this was the way to be like advertised. Or it was like physical print magazines. But I think it's a great question. Next time we see a publisher, we can definitely ask them like, hey.
Something that's interesting is conventions are good for publishers though, because the games are walking in, sure, and it's easier to evaluate in person, so potential money bags are paying money to come to them. But now that he says that, what I think about is publisher is not only showing it to the people like that are like playing the game, it's also to potential
investors.
Yeah, potential persons to like developers to work with.
Yeah.
Like for example, yesterday we went by a booth of a certain publisher and we were like, what games do they have? And we was like, oh, I know that one and that one and that one.
Yeah.
It's not only to people that play the game, it's also marketing towards developers.
At the end of the day, also the big publisher booths, they are advertisements for the publishers.
Yeah,
so that's the thing, like they advertise here, they go here and they say like, hey, it's for marketing. But also if we are publishers here, we are learning now that, hey, PlayStack or whatever is a publisher we can go and talk to. And that's also the thing.
Exactly.
I think it's a bit of a double thing. Yeah, sure, the people will get some wish lists, but the publishers need more visibility. And okay, sure, they're still being swarmed now, but they can always have a little bit more visibility if you ask me. So that's the thing.
Off your Mate, showing off your game is all about fun. Not everything has to be about money. True.
Yeah.
But you pay like 10,000 euros.
The thing
to
is
be
also, I think we've gone to Game Force before. Also, Thomas, you're not in camera now.
Yeah,
I think probably.
I can't be like squatting. I'm not like. What?
I can get both your faces in. Like, you
No.
can do like the thing where it's like.
No, I'll just come and stand next to you.
Thank you. 'Cause squatting is there's a limit to my. I'm not Baltic.
Wait, so you were? Oh yeah, so
everything has to be
exhibiting is fun. We've done exhibits. We've gone to Game Force, which is in Belgium. It's much smaller. It's only 2 days. I think no one here is having fun on Sunday. Nobody here. That's the thing. Gamescom is too much. Like showing your game for 1 day or 2 days, awesome. You get that interaction. It's really good. But 5 days, no. You will want to fucking kill yourself at the end of this day.
We are family friendly. You will probably.
You will want to Minecraft yourself.
Unalive was.
Minecraft yourself.
Okay, fine.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So let's keep going.
I'll try to keep chat.
Let's.
And I chat a bit.
Yeah, you can. But it's maybe because if like William sees a good thing, he can tell you because you can go and pull it up again. So yeah, what do we have here? We have a developer, but they're talking the Nightling. Is this all one game? Like, this is a big boot. So
You can ask.
let's see if we can. Hi, can we talk to you for a moment?
Absolutely.
Are you a developer? Or are you a publisher?
I'm a publisher, but then everyone else is a developer.
Oh, but great. We're looking for both, to be honest.
Okay.
So I think first of a little question, because you're a publisher. Yeah, don't worry too much, the guy there standing. As a publisher, or like we're indie game developers and we run a YouTube channel talking about indie game development and the current scene, things like that. And you often hear like, oh, the indie apocalypse is upon us. No new indies are ever going to get published and funding anymore. You see it from, of course, the other hand. I assume the amount of pitches you get has gone up a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, if someone were to start now with learning game development, it's like kind of doomed because you often hear like, hey, the best time to release on Steam was before 2017. Do you think it's kind of a similar thing of like, hey, if you were published, like, if you didn't get published before 2022, it's going to be really hard now?
No, but at the same time, it is going to be tough. But I think if you keep your expectations starting low, right, or starting reasonable, I think you should be starting.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you should have started 2 years ago, that just means if you haven't yet, start now, right? There's so many resources, both from the engines itself, Unity, Unreal, all of them. They make it so easy now to jump in, and there's so many great tutorials.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to start today, if not yesterday. And so you're right, there's a ton of indies, lots of competition, both from a pitching for investors and funding, but even when you're launching your game and trying to get sales, right? We're not competing for people's money, we're competing for people's time, and time is limited. But doesn't mean that you may not have the right thing, the right spark that's gonna resonate with someone. And again, I guess, right, we wanna get paid and have funding so we can live and stuff like that, but I think always remind yourself what you're really here for is to put a smile on someone's face, right? This game is to be fun and stuff, and you always keep that vision. You're always gonna make sure that your game's fun and resonate with someone, and over time, that'll build up, right? After 3, 4, 5 games, you now have a community of fans that you can leverage in all your sort of future pitches.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
I have maybe one more other question I got from our chat because we're live as well.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, so it's 2 camera setups.
Yeah.
You have a sizable booth, if you ask me.
Yes.
What is like, is this booth purely for wishlist, or like what is the publisher reasoning? Because this is not a cheap event at the end of the day to come to.
True.
Do you think these are still worth it? And what is like the main thing like the publisher and the game developers gets out of it?
Yeah. So, yes, this is a big booth. The team actually made this. They're called Twirlbound. They actually made a game a few years ago called Pine, and they were actually just right here in one of these more smaller booths. And that went to such, I think pretty good success that then led them to be able to grow their team, grow the project even bigger, and then, get a sizable booth like this. We work with various partners to kind of even help supplement this stuff. AMD is a gracious sponsor for us, so that kind of helps with some of these like PC setups. But in the end, like this is just a wish list campaign.
Okay.
And you're thinking, wow, like that's a lot of money just to get whatever wish list you can. But in the end, good marketing is a momentum game. Yeah. Even though you're starting kind of slow, it snowballs bigger and bigger. So then by the time you launch that day one, you have a ton of people ready to play your game. You have lots of attention. It's all this sort of like virality almost. And so, that is the case. And to us, we do think it's really worth the time and effort. And it's a really good morale booster.
No.
Seeing people play your game for the first time. We have all the devs here. They get to see people actually engage and play their stuff, put a smile on their faces, give great feedback. So there's also that element as well.
Yeah, and I guess then the wishlist wise also, it's like, hey, this stacks up and you get that on Steam on the charts, you'll get higher and you'll maybe get into the popular upcoming and all of that stuff. Yeah, okay, so definitely. I mean, otherwise, if it wasn't worth it, I guess you wouldn't be here at the end of the day.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Gamescom might be one of the best gaming conventions you can take part in.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's really worth it in this sense. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, I can give you a moment.
What do you want to do?
He's going to.
I'm wishlisting the game. It looks like from just first view. I don't have time right now, but I'm.
There's also you can scan it here. It goes directly to Steam.
Mhm.
The Steam app. Oh yeah, got it.
He already got it. He's
wishlisted. I've got a massive wish list, but when
this one is barred on it as well.
Yeah. And we'll
So-
put out news and things like that, and we'll have the visibility.
So William is talking right now to the. Yeah, don't worry, you're doing great. I'll narrate what just happened. William thinks this is a great game, The Night Lane, and he just wishlisted it on his phone basically. So that's it.
He made a friend, basically.
He made a friend. All right, so
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's take another look, guys. I had eye contact this time to prove that I am not socially anxious or whatever.
Yeah, you say that.
I hate.
Wait.
Yeah.
commented that it's good that you have when you're interviewing someone, you should talk to them and not to the camera.
Okay, so screw the camera.
You can sometimes look if you're more aggressive.
Yeah, I'll do that. I have a developer here. Can I bother you for a second?
Go for it.
Okay, so you're a developer on Tales of Iron.
Yeah.
I have a question. If you could go back to your younger self and you could yell at yourself, don't do this, you're making a grave mistake at like a certain thing, what would you tell younger you, basically, like, hey, you're gonna waste a lot of time here, this is something you should have approached differently, what would that be?
I'd say don't be nervous to talk to other people. I think you should go out, meet other developers, because that's how you create a team, that's how you start making something. So start making something with people you know, and that's going to lead to good things.
Okay. Perfect, great advice, thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Maybe something interesting you can talk about while we're walking.
Yeah, what can I talk about?
If you had the money, do you think you would enjoy being a publisher, or you don't see it as a fun gig? I think we briefly talked about this before
I think
already.
the thing is, I think William could be a good publisher. I don't think I could be a good publisher. Is what it comes down to. I think honestly,
you mean determining what games would
I
succeed?
think we, like you and me, what do we play? We play League of Legends and I play Minecraft. Those are not good ideas of, hey, what is a good indie game like publishing? Can we, here, we can, I do not want the poster, but I do want to talk to you if that's possible. A game developer, basically, working on Songs of Silence. Okay, if we could ask you a question, or like, if you could go back to younger you, basically, when you started game development, all of that, and you could yell at yourself, don't do this, you're making a grave mistake, what would you tell yourself about, like, hey, approach this thing differently?
Ooh, that's a big question. It's a bit hard with my way where I came from, so I guess maybe with prototyping, keep it simple.
Okay, more prototyping.
Yeah, even if you do prototyping, like we always fall into the pitfall of making it beautiful as well.
Yeah.
So we should keep it more simple.
Okay. So focus on the fun and not on the graphics and all of that, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. So.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
hi.
There's a game scroll with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But William, I don't know if
it's
you
a
can show
good
it on
name.
stream. We have like a very big 18 plus in the.
But I don't know which one of the games
I
is
think
the
the left
18
one.
plus. The Project Z Beyond Order? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's yours, I know. So let's take another look. Do we have other game developers? Can we bother you for a second?
Yes, but first I would like us ready to get ahead.
So we got these hats from our sponsor, Crazy Games. So I don't think you can get them. I mean, you can go to them and you can probably, if you ask nicely, get them. They're in Hall 4.1 at the Belgian Games booth.
4.1.
Yeah.
Noted.
I don't know how many. They are not like handy. There's not like a big pile, but they should maybe have some for you.
I'm gonna ask real nice.
So, you are a game developer,
Yes.
I guess. If you could go back in time to younger you, and you could tell yourself a piece of advice, like, hey, I should have done this differently, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself stop thinking so much in various ways, because back then I would say, like, let's say at the start when I started studying, I wanted to be a game designer. I'm still in the games industry, but now I'm a programmer, and what I thought back then was mostly like oh, I can't be a programmer. I haven't started at all.
Yeah.
Haven't done anything. I'll be a designer.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun to do programming. It's so much fun to finally get the solution after you hit your head against the wall 1,000 times, and just go for it. Stop thinking so much.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much. That was a question. So.
Thank you.
Can I get you our card?
You can, and I can hold it in front of it.
Thank you.
And I
It's,
can.
the demo is now
It's
live
gonna-
on Steam and on itch. And if you want to
Is-
check it out, it's a
Wait.
crossover.
Okay. Yeah. Go to the Crazy Games booth and show this game, and you'll get a hat. You'll get a hat.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure because it's a good fit for what they do as well. So they'll probably give you one just to be nice. So you can get something out of it.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks for your input.
People really like the hats.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly so.
About the publishing thing, I'm not sure I would be great either because when I do like playing games, the issue
Yeah,
is
finding out which ones will make money.
I'm also very business side, but I'm also very bad at saying no.
Let's maybe talk to
Maybe go back for benefit.
Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, if we can ask them a question.
Game probably a lot of people.
Hi, does anyone have a developer available that we could talk to? Okay, it's all good. If you could go, oh wait, I need to wait for him. If you could go back, because you've been working on games for a while now, I would guess, since you're here.
Yep.
If you could go back right to when you started, what would you tell yourself, like, hey, do this thing different, yell at yourself, like, no, you're so dumb, you're wasting so much time here. What would you tell yourself, basically?
Try to meet more people, get in touch with the industry, make more friends. Don't just sit alone and do your own thing. You have to meet other people to get introduced to the games industry.
So how did you do that? Going to events, being in Discord, or how did you really get into that? Because I guess for events you have to be kind of local to a game dev scene.
Yeah. So if you're not in a place where there is a local scene, you have to try to be as much present online as possible.
Yeah.
Get to know people there, like Discord servers, Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
The best thing is to actually meet people though. So go to local events, meet other game developers, and make friends. Because that's easier to get jobs if you have friends in the industry.
Okay. Thank you very much. Is one of them, by any chance, a programmer specifically as well? Okay, I have a more. You're working.
I do not work on this game though,
Oh,
but
do you work in Godot as well?
not really no.
God damn it. Because I want to know, because this is like one of those first like more AAA level graphics at least, maybe not like still indie. Just like to get an idea of like, hey, do you think Godot, how the future would look for that engine basically? Because Unity has been getting some hits lately and a lot of people in our audience at least are like, yeah, Godot is the future. How do you see that?
I mean, yeah, not as somebody who's worked a lot with it, but they are adding so much stuff right now, so they just have a lot of momentum. And of course, in the end, like if a game looks nice, like if you showcase a game and it looks nice, then the first question you always get is this Unreal?
Yeah.
But in the end, there is like a job for like making all of these things, and like in the end, like a lot of this is like, you know, kind of like you can always like customize the shaders and customize the look to look exactly like what you want. And of course, like the engine does part of it, but there's also just like the artistic work that goes into it, and that you can do with any engine or without an engine theoretically. But so you can definitely make very nice looking games in Godot at this point.
One last question, can you say the name once again for this game? The long one, not the short one.
Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant.
Did you get like a meeting before Gamescom, like, hey everyone, this is how you say it, or it came naturally to you?
It's not hard for a German to say that.
Yeah, I guess that all makes sense then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're kind of... Yeah, how are we doing battery-wise? I feel like we're gonna... 33%, yeah. The thing is, it should starting to get more busy now because the quarter past 15, it looks like it's getting more busy at least.
Yeah,
so
more or less available then.
Let's go. There's this guy and he's just standing here. Can we talk to you?
Sure.
We already got one of those.
You already got one.
You're one of the developers?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Tavern Keeper, it's a game we've been following a bit, but I have more of a regular game dev related question if that's
Okay.
fine as well. If you could go back to when you got started in the game development scene,
Yes.
and you could yell at younger you of like, no, don't do this, you're wasting so much time, or you're making a big mistake, what would you tell your younger self?
It's a pretty difficult question because Originally, I'm a programmer from different branch, right? And I started programming just on the side together with my brother, without any pouring money into it or something like that. And it was first hit wonder. So.
What was the first hit wonder, if I could ask?
Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Back in 2000.
You're one of the Game Dev Tycoon developers. Okay, yeah, that is a pretty solid one.
So I'm not sure. With the second game, though, I would say really take care about feature creep and stuff like that. Because second game, Tavern Keeper, we planned for about 2 years project or something like that, and now we are 10 years into it.
Yeah.
So
maybe a bit of a lore question. So one of the things that I first got Game Dev Tycoon learned about was your anti-piracy measures.
Yes.
When stage in development did you think about that? Was it like something where early on you were like, hey, this would be really funny to do, or was it like right when the game released, basically you're like, hey, actually let's do this funny thing and upload our own version?
I know what you mean. Like our first plan was to get into Windows Store, which was brand new there, and we said, okay, we need to get in there because there will be no simulation game, and you can stand out there, right? And after a while, we said, okay, we need to release it on our webpage as well, right? And there we thought about, should we do anything about anti-piracy and stuff like that? And we were just too small, right? Like two guys.
You can't do it de novo at that scale.
Exactly. And so we just brainstormed for half an hour or something like that. And then my brother came up with the idea, what if we just pirate ourselves with a different game, right? So we decided then to just change our game. You get pirated inside the game. You pirated basically and just uploaded it on torrent, torrent site, Pirate Bay it was, and we had some measures in it, right? Like we knew how many.
Oh, you added like tracking and everything like that. Oh, nice.
So we knew how many paid for it and how many stole it. Yeah. And when we released the game, we said, okay, now we are done. We need 2 weeks of vacation because it's just exhausting everything. And the first day we had it on website, it was I think 93% piracy.
Yeah.
And then we were just okay. My brother wrote a blog post back then, and this one got viral, and therefore then greenlit on Steam, and the huge success thanks to that blog post, basically. Okay. So
that's an awesome story. Thank you very much for the explanation.
No
Thank you.
So yeah. So did any of you guys know that lore, by the way? The one about Game Dev Tycoon?
Yeah, I heard about it before.
I've heard about it. Yeah, where they went like if you play the pirate game, like eventually your game will go.
Yeah, they made a custom build of the game.
I knew that.
Where they would get stuck by.
I'm not sure, but I think Serious Sam did that as well.
Mm.
They had one where it's like the first level.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was like literally unkillable. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, final boss.
It's
Yeah.
not just like glitchy. It's just like.
Yeah, it's like get wrecked.
So it was very obvious, like.
Okay. Let's see. Honestly,
it's getting a lot.
It's getting a lot busier, honestly. So
we're only getting started. Well, the show is only getting started.
Yeah, I think maybe we should skedaddle out of here. I think we've gotten some good interviews, some good stream. How has stream been, honestly? How have we been?
30% battery life.
How many people are watching?
54.
54. Okay.
5 to 60.
That's still fine. Don't worry. But
did they change the name? It's now Bloxolot?
Bloxolot.
So it's a second game, never mind.
Is it their sequel, or I think it's just another Xolol game, maybe?
Yeah, it's probably another one.
But yeah, we should stay away from copyrighted music. So let's just find a spot that I think shut down the stream.
Sure.
I think I got most of the footage that I wanted, at least. Sure. There's one big marshmallow there. 3 hugs.
With the marshmallow. You want to hug your marshmallow?
I'm not gonna hug the marshmallow. It's not big content.
It is big content. What?
Go hug the marshmallow.
Can I hug the marshmallow?
You can go and hug the marshmallow. This is gonna be riveting content, guys.
Someone is asking whether piracy measures are really worth it.
Anti-piracy measures are worth it. The thing is, it's
limited extent.
Yeah.
Can I hug the marshmallow? You know?
Wait.
Do you know if I can hug the marshmallow?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me get some footage as well.
They don't give me any love.
You're doing great. You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
We want both of you to plug it at the same time.
No, we're not doing that, guys. We're not doing that
Marnix-
fanfic. That's
He does nothing. Like he does nothing for the channel.
yeah. So yeah, it should
You
not.
want to
walk-
finish it here?
Let's finish it here, guys. So this was
Sure.
gonna be just a shorter stream, but we wanted to get in here before the madness ensued. The madness has now ensued. So thanks for tuning in. It was just a quick one, but I think there were still some pretty interesting interviews with the publishers, with the lore for Anti-piracy. So once again, this will be the last stream we're doing for Gamescom. I think tonight there should be one last video coming out as well. I can give you no full guarantees on that at what time it will be. And then tomorrow, guys, we'll be doing another Byte stream because the content does not stop. We'll be talking more about the entire Gamescom experience and some of the news that has happened in indie game development the last week. Thank you very much for joining me here, guys. Thank you also Thomas and Jamie, William, my God. I'm very sorry for being here. And yeah, join our Discord, join our Patreon if you want more publishing related content. And that's it, basically. You know how to enter stream?
I will find out. Right
You just
We
press-
already say bye.
We just say bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Keep waving.